Well, move over, Santa Claus. Jeff Bezos is coming to town. The Amazon billionaire said he plans to donate the majority of his $124 billion fortune to charity before he dies. But his gracious gesture comes as Amazon is reportedly planning to lay off 10,000 employees ahead of the busy holiday shopping season when people are buying the most and sending the most. Should Bezos follow through with his plan, or is there a better use for his money? Joining me now, capitalist pig hedge fund manager and Fox News contributor Jonathan Hoenig is back. Jonathan, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, charity's amazing. You're so amazing. You signed a pledge and you're going to give everything away. Is there a better way for him to disperse his $124 billion fortune?
Yeah, isn't it funny, Kennedy? We hate Jeff Bezos for making all that money, but for some reason he's a good guy now because he's going to give it away. I mean, look, it is Jeff Bezos' money. He can do whatever, of course, he wants with it. But I do think it's a real missed opportunity here. It's a lost opportunity if he wants to change the world, if he actually wants to help people. I mean, Kennedy, charity is a real minor issue. It has not changed the world. It has never helped anyone really long term. Africa is probably the best example. Think about the billions of dollars in Africa over the years. The ideas in Africa haven't changed, i.e. it's not exactly more capitalist than it used to be, and that's the only thing, Kennedy, that can lift people out of poverty, that can really help people long term, is capitalism. Bono from U2 has talked about this for years, and everywhere around the world that capitalism has been adopted, even just a little bit, people's lives have been promoted and benefited tremendously. So if Jeff Bezos wants to help people, he should be investing in them, giving them jobs, not giving the money away to charity.
All right, so, you have pointed out that Jeff Bezos started Amazon with $1 million. Now imagine entrepreneurs in this country, if they had seed money like that, how could Jeff Bezos be a greater force for good if he invested in new companies and new ideas?
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, instead of giving away the $130 billion, why not give out $130,000 million investments? That's how you change the world, Kennedy. I mean, Bezos, think about the millions of millionaires he's made it over the years, not just in Amazon investors, but employees and even people, for example, who sell on Amazon's site. Over 20,000 people make $1 million a year selling on Amazon's site. So, my sense here is that Jeff Bezos, look, he's made the money. Now he wants to be liked, right? He wants people to like him. And Bill Gates was the same thing. When Bill Gates was despised, when he was the head of Microsoft, when he became a philanthropist, all of a sudden he was a good guy. So unfortunately, I think Jeff Bezos has fallen into that trap now. He wants to be liked. He wants to be appreciated. And in our culture, businessmen are despised when they should be thanked.
But it's interesting because both of those billionaire titans tend to compete with their ex-wives. And so Meredith Scott, who is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, she's already given away like $10 billion, and she has signed a pledge to donate half of her wealth before she dies, which is fine. Like, I don't think the government needs to hold anyone to those contracts, but I do think it's funny that the First Wives Club is like, oh, I got some ideas. Oh, look, people like me better than you because you're an a-hole.
Well, I mean,
you're not.
The whole idea of the giving pledge, it's corrupt. It's wrong. I mean, these entrepreneurs, men and women, they created the industry, Kennedy. And how does somebody become a billionaire? How did Jeff Bezos make all this money? By exploiting people? By ripping them off? No, by improving the world by uncalculable amounts. So, Jeff Bezos, he can do whatever he wants, of course, but if he really wants to change the world, that only happens by investment, by wealth creation, not by giving money away to charity. But, again, in our culture, if you want to be liked, you can't be selfish. You have to be altruistic and give your money away. And that's exactly what Bezos and Gates and, unfortunately, so many other successful people have done.
So do you think that we have the wrong definitions for words like selfish and altruistic?
Well, look, altruistic really means self-sacrificial. It's putting yourself last. Jeff Bezos, when he was making all that money, Kennedy, in my sense, is he was putting himself first. He was pursuing his values. He was pursuing their dreams. So, we want people to be rationally selfish. We want them to pursue their best interest. And for Jeff Bezos, that's been in producing. And even something like Blue Origin, his space exploration initiative, Kennedy. Think about the advancements in technology, in science. Those those are the types of advancements that actually change people's lives.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff Bezos
That's
doesn't need
how
to
we
do
get
it.
Tang and Tempur-Pedic mattresses, man.
Well, that's how the world is improved. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Bezos, Musk, all these individuals, we want them to keep investing. Don't give their money away. Put it into new businesses, new jobs, and new wealth. That's how the world is made better.
But I have to tell you this, if we're going to be honest for a moment, and I think we should. We owe each other that debt. If Jeff Bezos gave me $1 billion for no reason, I would be very happy. I'd be fine with it.
Well, you might be fine with the Kennedy, but you also might feel a little guilty about it, right? I mean,
Not
you
even a
hadn't
little.
done anything.
Nope. I feel great.
Necessarily. Okay. Well, Jeff, if you're watching, give Kennedy a try about that.
Thank
but, I mean,
you.
it's the earning of the assets. That's what we should really celebrate, Kennedy.
Yeah, you
not
know
the
what?
giving away.
My $1 billion will earn enough interest, and then I'll have maybe even another $1 billion before I take a dirt nap. I'm excited for all of it. Jonathan Hoenig, you are absolutely right, and thank you for shedding your wisdom.
Great to be with you. Thank you, dear.
That's not a dirty word. Thank you.